Hi, everyone. Welcome on the ESL live stream. It's a special ESL live stream today. It's another format, the format that which is called a horizontal format. Today, we're not going to be horizontal or portrait, vertical, sorry. Thank you for being here. That's the ESL live stream. Today, Stu is not here with me, um, but he's fine. He's all right. I contacted him yesterday. He's all good. He's doing fine. It's just feeling a bit painful, so not fun to do a live like that. And he's gonna be back on the ESL live stream very soon. And today we're gonna be talking about tech. So just relax and bring a cup of coffee if it's in the morning for you. If it's in the afternoon, yeah. If it's for Stu over there, a cup of tea. And let's get started with the ESL live stream. We're going to be talking, like I said, about Kahoot AI tools that I'm using in my class. So feel free to leave your comment into the description, into the chat, give some likes. That's the ESL live stream, your live stream. Here we go. And we are live on ESL Live. Welcome to all of you. Welcome, everyone. That's the ESL live stream. Thank you for being here tonight. We're going to be talking about Kahoot. I've been using Kahoot in my French class. You know that now I'm a French teacher. I used to be an ESL teacher for a good 20 years here in China, Xi'an. Today, it's going to be a little bit more relaxed. It's going to be me, myself, and I, and of course, with you tonight. Feel free to leave your comment to share as well your experience if you've been using AI or blended learning in your class. And today I'm going to be talking about Kahoot, not only because now I'm a Kahoot creator, but I became a creator because I found that Kahoot is get more interesting features that you can use in your class. Is not only the game that is not only the platform that you put the game on, the kids have fun, and yeah, you relax and don't care. No, it's not going to be about this. I'm going to show you how you might be using it in the class, and as well, you can feel free to leave your comment in the section if you need help with your class as well. I'm here to help you as always. And today, we'll be as well talking about AI tools. I got a lot of little tools that you might have seen sometimes, like the song I made about the Red Bull song. If you are on Mike's ESL, if you're already subscribed, you might be knowing what I'm talking about. If not, I will show you that later if we have that time. Feel free to leave some likes and subscribe if you're new in here. Mike's on ESL's and ESL Teaching Tips channel to help you with your English class. Thank you, everyone, for being here. A big hello and welcome, of course, to IBTSM. She is always on the platform, and today she is a moderator on the platform, just like Paul. Paul, you had a message earlier. I can't show it on the screen, but Paul as well is a very I would say in French, with an habitué. He's always very active on the platform. Thank you, Paul, for following us all the time. He's also a moderator on the platform. And here is a message from Stu. Looking forward to this. Watching on from the kitchen. That's a good news. Making lunch here. All right, Stu. A big shout out to Stu. We are all missing you for sure, especially me, because now I get two, three screen around me, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to handle it because it's not easy to work all that. I'm a teacher, so I'm not an expert in live. We try to work it. For you to help you with your class, and Stu was always, the one who would ask question in the back. He would say, "Yeah, I got a question. Am I all good for that, so that I can check all the different message in a chat." A big hello to Stu, and he is saying as well, hi to Paul Nibedism and Sarvinos. Yes, she's here. She's saying hello. Thank you for being here, Sarvanos, again. That's awesome. Big shout out to all of you. Feel free to leave your question. If you get questions, it's all welcome. Even if it has nothing to do with the topic, when you need that help, it's always difficult. You're not going to wait. You want to have answer. You want to have your questions answered right now, right? What is Stu saying? Yeah, you can see right. No, there. Oh, here. Right. Thanks, all. I had an operation this week, so on the comeback trail, everyone. I know I can tell you, Stu is definitely missing that live. He knows that it's a great pleasure to be all together, be able to share, and especially Stuart expertise. It's a very big honor to have him on the ESL live stream. All right, with everything said, so we're going to go right into the. Don't worry, I'm still here. I'm just gonna share my screen, say goodbye to the chat. We need books, no bombs. That's also the ESL live stream spirit. We are all here, wherever you're from. We don't care in here. We just care about the kids. They're the future of the world. So here, teacher, whatever happened, we got to keep on working on it. And so here we go. Today we're going to be talking about that Kahoot. So I'm going to go right now, sharing my screen uh, on Kahoot right away. Um, and this is how it looks like. Of course, I'm a creator. So mostly when you arrive on Kahoot, uh, just to mention one little thing. Kahoot never asked me to do that video or this live, just for you to make sure. It's just what I want to share with you is some awesome stuff that you can do in your class that I've been trying to work in on. And I would really appreciate if you got suggestions or ideas. It's all very welcome. We're here to share our experience with that. So here, it's usually when you arrive on Kahoot, you arrive on this page, Discover. You can see that now Kahoot has courses. Yeah, it can be even free or paid courses. I will explain you all what is it all about. Here are the courses that you can see, the trendy courses on Kahoot. And then I'm going to go right to my library. All right. So when you arrive here in your library, this is my own stuff. I got 146 Kahoot. And you can see here there are some French Kahoot, French irregular verbs, or French regular RE verbs. I'm checking as well on because we're gonna try to create a Kahoot together, and maybe if we have time, we might be able to play together. Why not? Just to see how it works. So you get Kahoot, you get stories as well. What you can do with stories is that you can introduce your course. You can the yes, okay, it's coming. You can introduce what is the lesson talking about, and you can add videos. You can add, and it's all on a single page. Then we have courses where you can add some courses with different units. You can add units, you can add lessons, and they have um, when you create a Kahoot, they're going to ask you if you want to create slides mixed with quizzes. So I gotta look for that one. I forgot to download it just now. I got I got a PDF because you can use PDF within Kahoot, and it's gonna the PDF can be your lesson, or the lesson of the day. I'm not sure if it's gonna download that quickly today, but you can upload your PDF to Kahoot, and it's going to create automatically a quiz or even slides mixed with quizzes. So here, I think it's a little bit too slow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just show you what I did with my French class. Here, I'm going to go with the first one, the French regular verbs. I guess all of you can see it, just making sure uh, so, if something is. Yes, Abedisem was saying something new for me, and I need to know more about it and how to use it. Right. So here we go. Before we wait to trying to give you an example with that, here is the example I've been doing. So I've created a Kahoot. You can see the questions, right? It's before you host it, right? This is what you've been created. You can still check out. You can see here you get number one slide. So we're going to start with a slide. Of course, in your class, you would use slides or PPT to start to introduce the lesson, right? That's pretty much it. That's what Kahoot has added to it. And I love it because what is very interesting in it, when you have all your kids in it, you are able to check where your students didn't understand and where maybe you didn't do well on explaining what is the lesson about, right? For example, here we're going to be talking about the French RE verbs. So I'm just gonna let's start maybe hosting the live. Maybe you can join me. I don't know if you're watching on your laptop. I'm gonna join as well with my phone like this. At least I'll be alone, but it's not a problem. I know that is. I think it's all possible to join. Just oops, no, that's a game, Mike. Yeah, I'm gonna go on. Kahoot on my app that I have here. This is the Kahoot app um, that you can see right here. I'm going to host the live. So it's on my phone. You can have your students to use it on a phone, of course, or not, right? Yeah, let me show you a little bit right here. This is the application of Kahoot. When you want your students to play, they can just, if they already have the app on their computer, laptop, or phones. It all depends how your school, if your school allow them to have phones or not. But you can ask the school, oh, I need, my kids to have phone for once in a while, uh, but usually when you ask, it's all good. But for me, they all have laptops, so phones is not needed because they're gonna play. you know, they're not gonna be on Kahoot. So here is the pin. So I got a host. Here, what you can see when I'm here, I am the player, right? I'm gonna be playing. So you can too. If you get your phone, here I'm gonna start a host the live. I'm gonna host it. So we're gonna wait for a moment. The Kahoot is gonna be loading, as you can see, and we are waiting for the number, right? But what you see on the screen is another thing that, as I'm a creator, they test other stuff that are really awesome. Really, it's when kids play, they are building. Let me see to explain you with my hands. What you just saw, if it, I think you didn't see it. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Here we go. When you click in, okay, share this tab instead. All right. Right. When you click host, you arrive here. I'm going to avoid this part. It's just another for kids to have, like, what do you say? They have different level. They can build a French or English, whatever the subject you're teaching is going to be an island, and that they more they play on Kahoot, they're going to have like levels, um, and it's yeah, it's fun. It makes it more engaging. That's kids these days. So I'm not going to use it. So here we are now on this bar. I'm going to launch the Kahoot. You're going to see numbers appearing. I know many of you know how to play, but for others might be a little bit difficult. So I just do it for you so that you can be able to join and feel as a teacher how to use it in your class. What you see on the screen and what the kids see on their screen. So here we get the numbers. So I get the pin, the game pin. Everyone can enter it. All right. You over there can enter the pin. If you want to play, learn a little bit of French. It's going to be a little bit different today. So I'm going to log in. If you guys can, just come and play. It would be fun. uh, and then, okay, so I enter the number that you can see on the screen. Here, you can see if you want to enter this pin, you can scan the QR code if it's with your phone. Connection lost. No, reconnect. And then, or what you can do is go to kahoot.it, right? Go to kahoot.it, then enter the game pin, and you'll be in, just like I did right here. You can see it on my screen. So now I'm going to, and that's what you would be supposed to see. So I enter, boom. Ooh, you got to wait for a moment, of course. And here, they're going to ask you to put a nickname. So, of course, I'm going to write, okay, connections. Yeah, connection might be a little bit an issue, I know, but I really want to do it, try it with you live so that it can be fun. So I wrote my name, and then my name is going to appear on the screen. I just tap on it, and my name, no, it says, what's going? Oh, that's the pin I gotta enter. Okay. Oh yeah, game pin again. Game pin 5873743. Okay. So that's the game pin, and then they ask you your nickname, and then okay, go. And here is Mike on the screen, right? So if you want to join, I'm gonna be waiting for a moment, maybe. I know it's a little bit tech, right? But you know, our kids now are on this, so they love it. They like screen stuff, and uh, it's very important. So I'm not gonna bother too much. I'm gonna start, and you can even join along. Okay, I'm gonna start the game. You can join even if the game is already on. Right, here we go. So I click. I'm the host, so I click start. So now I have my students. And here we get the French regular verb, three, two, one. And it's going to start by, you can give some likes right here. Okay. If you want to. Mastering French RE verbs, let's dive into regular and irregular RE verbs in French. So that's a slide. There's no time. Okay. You can even use this part as I don't know, maybe a bell ringer. You can put a question, whatever. It can be a discussion. It's all good. Then you go next, and you have a poll. Interesting. Have you ever studied French? All right. So you can answer. You can say yes, I have. No, I haven't. A little bit. It's just to warm up a little bit. That's what I have on my screen in here. You get the time on the left, 60 seconds. Here, you can see my phone. So I'm going to choose maybe this one. I don't know what did I choose. Let's see. And then you can see the result right away. Okay, here you can still discuss with your students if you want to, but there's not much to say. So I'm going to go forward um, in it. Next, sorry. Next is a slide. So what I did here, it's a picture. As you can see, it's a picture of my book, or it can be a picture. It's an ebook. So you can even take a picture of whatever you want, even from your slides. And this is here a teaching part. So you see, you can put it's like this. It seems to be a little bit small, but you can see that you can put it bigger. So on your screen in your classroom, you can see something like that. And then you can maybe trying to present your class to present today's rules to the class standing in front of your board. You understand what I mean? You don't need to sit in your chair. That's like when you're teaching something new, right? So that's really awesome. Kahoot has slides like that, and it's changing everything. I'm going to tell you why it's changing everything. So here you can even put a video here. It doesn't need to be, a picture of whatever. You can put a video too. That's awesome. So when you finish to present this, okay, here we get the verb to wait. In French, when you say I wait, you say j'attends, tu attends, il ou elle attend, nous attendons, vous attendez, et il ou elles attendent. So with this, and Then you get little sentences to put this verb into a context so the kids can start to understand how to use it. This is conjugation. I know it's a bit boring, but that's why it's boring. So you got to make it fun, right? So that's why I did it. I use Kahoot to engage my students. So now I'm going to go to the next part. That's the slide. There's no time. Take your time to practice with your students, and then you go next. And here is a quiz to see if they understood, right? So, what does attendre means? So easy. We know it means to wait, right? So you click I, and you can see who answered wrong. Of course, you don't have your student's name, but you can, even when you get these results in here, it's very important to make, to let them understand what are the blue one means to walk, the yellow to run, to eat, right? So take your time. It's a presentation time. You're teaching them, so this is really awesome. Then you get the scoreboard, right? Okay, I'm the only one playing. So, of course, I get these numbers. Then we still go on another slide where we go on teaching other regular verbs like descendre, to go down, or to take down, entendre, to hear, yeah, perdre, to lose, or to waste some time. I'm not going to waste your time too much with French, but imagine if it was ESL. It's exactly the same, even easier stuff. That's what you can do, right? So, next, when you finish to teach, you go on. Do you know to form the past participle of regular RE verbs, drop the RE and add U? All right. You get that? They know that rule. Go. Quiz right away. It's just like when you're in the classroom asking your students, right? So, what was we just say? How do you form the past participle to regular RE verbs? You just have to drop RE and add U, right? That's it. That's the answer. And again, it's interesting here when you see that there's one good answer on the green part. You would see, with when you have a big number of students, you would see if how many students answer right. Okay, so if some of them answer wrong, you just go on explain, right? So you can check real time their understanding, right? And then you get the points, and then you get that scoreboard, that leaderboard, where kids gonna be, oh man, I gotta pay attention. I'm number 5, I want to be number 1, And here, another quiz. Which verb means to visit a person? Maybe you don't know, that's the yellow one. So I click yellow. All right, cool. Next question. And on and on. Interesting fact. You see, rendre visite means to visit a person, while visiter means visit a place, right? So you go on. Well, you get 19 questions like that. I'm not gonna be doing the whole French lesson. I think you got it. What you can do in here, and that's very interesting. Here, just finish that one. Nous complete the sentence. Nous rendons visite à nos amis. Here we go. That's the yellow one. Okay, and then more points. And then never forget what you can see down there, right? Mike has the highest answer streak of 4. When you play Kahoot, it's just only them to play. Just read the stuff down there, because kids are super excited. They are waiting for the next question, and never forget to reward them. Even reading this down there is going to make one of the students want to be even better. So here I'm gonna just stop in here. If you want to stop right there you can go. You've seen down here, you have a little settings. You click on that, and there is a part where it says, yes, you get language as well. You can change the language. Look at all these language, brother. Uh, so it's really end Kahoot. So we're gonna end now, and you get the podium right away. Obviously, there's no third place, there's no second place, and uh, yeah, I can see Paul who's asking, Mike, how is your attitude to teaching French as a first language without translation? It's not easy. No, in my class, I'm using three languages to teach French. I'm using Chinese. First, I'm using English, but some of my students, they are mixed classes, so they can be, you know, they can be honors, they can be regular or acquisition. So it's really difficult um, to use only English with them. I gotta go speak Chinese a little bit. So here, that was the first. So that was the thing that you can do with Kahoot, which is really awesome. And why it's awesome? Because you can. I'm gonna go on another page. I'm gonna share right here. Here on the left, on the left of your screen, you have reports here, right here, reports. So it's interesting to know. Uh, um, Reports is going to be showing you who did good or not, even very precise reports. I'm going to try to show you not the one I did because it's not going to be very. Let me see. Some French irregular verbs. Yeah, I have 13 students right here. Um, so the reports is on. You see, this is the classroom when I used this French irregular verb. Oh, yeah, irregular verb was one very. I want to choose, let me see, report again. I want to choose the one regular verbs. Yeah, irregular verbs are really difficult. You can see in French. Here, that was regular verbs. So kids had it for 46% good answers, which is quite correct. It's fine. Here you can see that you have the players. So I had 12 players that day, and here, what you can see is the rank. Who was number one? That was Mike Lee. Number two, you see correct answers, 88%. Final score, 6,295. So you get number two, number three. And this at the end of the class, you can go back to all these analytics, if we can say, to see where, for example, Mike Lee, and click on what he did, and I can see which questions or where he didn't answer well. Here we can see incorrect in here. Which question was that? That was a question number 12. What is the infinitive of the verb? I forgot what verb was that. I think it was attendre, to wait. So the verb was conjugated and they were asking the infinitive. So it's, you can use this for, yes, you can use this for all language. I can say, is a tool for teaching only French? No, 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 no. It's just an example. You can teach any language you want on here. So here is the analytics. Here we can see that he's been doing very good. And then we can see that he answered. You can see here as well a very important analytic. It's unanswered questions, so that you know if your students were listening. or you never know. I have a couple of them that I know they're playing something else on their computer. So, but some of them might be they didn't answer because they couldn't answer. They were thinking, and then, oh man, the time is gone. Oh, I didn't answer. Well, you can understand, it's not a big deal. But right here, if you see guys like, for example, Felix, he's got 0%. The guy was never answered, you know. So at the end of the class, I was here. He answered one, but he was wrong. But the rest, oh, he tried to answer that one, this one too. He answered three of a total had 9 questions, right? So he answered only three of them. You can imagine, you can go back to that kid and say, hey, what were you doing in the class? Huh? You can't be behind all these students in the classroom, right? But with this, you know, you can guess what they're doing, right? So really, Kahoot is doing really awesome for that. Um, I can come back to the summary. Okay, we get players, we get the different questions as well. Yes, number one, you can go back on the slides you've displayed and see, for example, here the question you ask, we can see on this question, question number 7, all the student good answers have been answered by 25%. So here, you know that you might be explaining again what was wrong in here, right? So you can come back to that question and see that how do you form the past participle of regular RE verbs? And then so you can see how many people were right and what others chose, right? We had 3 students who chose the triangle one and etc., or red color or blue color, right? So here you can figure it out what was wrong. And you even have the name in here. Who answer what, right? And even the time, how long it took to him to answer that question, right? So it gives you so many informations here on Kahoot that it's a game changer, really. You can check everything. It's to say it after all, it's even better than a teacher. Whatever the content you get, you can check all your students on time, right after class, what after you've been teaching, standing in front of the board, you can check what they understood or not. So that's really awesome. That's really something that I really wanted to share you because it's a wonderful tool. So summary and what is really good again. It doesn't stop here giving you information on each student. No, it's gonna create here what you have here. Difficult question. We had a lot of difficult question in here, and then you can recreate a Kahoot according to these difficult question. I just click on create a Kahoot. That was the 3 difficult questions that my students had problem with. How do you form the past participle with of regular RE verbs? You remember that was so obvious, but even in the class, they're not listening. Now you got to know your my students are ESL students learning French. That means they speak English, not fluently for sure, as ESL students, and they are learning French with it. So using English. So you can understand that might be difficult for them. So That's pretty much it. You can recreate your Kahoot here. You give it a title and then a description, and then your Kahoot is live. You can play it, right? That's awesome. That's really great. And when you play a Kahoot, it doesn't mean you have to play it with the whole class. No, you can assign it to individual, right? You can give homework using Kahoot. They can go back home, and then you can even what I've been um, showing you earlier, this lesson about regular re verbs. You can even give it as a a preview of your next class, so their understanding, like what we were talking the other day was too about the flipped classroom, right? So you can give them this at home, so they feel like, yeah, okay, it's not really homework, yeah, it's a Kahoot. They will feel like, oh right, I'm gonna play, it's gonna be fun. So that was one of the cool features that Kahoot have. I really encourage you to go on Kahoot and try all these new features for the for the good sake of your students. I have ESL content, of course. A lot of people were asking, Mike, this is only available for English. No, you can use this as well for your students. If I go, I'm going to show you my uh, Kahoot. You know, I'm going to show you my profile on Kahoot. My profile on Kahoot. It's a worldwide language challenge. So on this channel, you can even learn French. You can learn English. And I've created some courses as well where students, like here, the Magic Classroom or Super Kids Level 1. Super Kids is a book. Let me show you. It's an ESL book that I'm using in a class, like this one is right here. Yeah, I use this to teach young kids English. It's a very nice, it's called Super Kids. And yeah, it's a really nice little book with, there's no stories, it's just, uh, just to show you. I like it because it's clear. You get the dialogues and then you get the key vocabulary with the what is it called? The key sentences right here that you can see on this page right here. What lesson is that? It's let me see. Yes, are you scared? That was the one. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. And it also have um, phonics, as you can hear, as you can see in here. You got right, ah, all the stuff. So, oops, I got to show you right there. Yeah. So I've created uh, some Kahoots according to this book. So that's why if you go to my channel on Kahoot, you would see Super Kids. And it's because I've created some Kahoots on there uh, to help you teach this book in your class. And it's really fun. I'm going to leave you all the different, yes, that one, the ESL Kahoot for those interesting. I've created um, stories with songs, and yeah, they're not bad. You can see for yourself if you like it or not. I'm leaving the link right there. I think the link went on. Yes, I'm not sure if the link. Well, it doesn't matter. You can see it right here, Mysome on S- Kahoot. It's here, so you can scan it if you want to, and you can have a good fun. Maybe finding there are a lot of stuff that have been created. There are a lot of free stuff. There are some pet content because I did some lessons uh, according to some books, or I've created a whole story where you can learn your students new vocabulary, some phonics, there are role play, little dialogues, and all stuff. There's everything you need to teach an ESL class. And then, yeah, the time is flying quite pretty fast. I'm talking a little bit too much, right? Hope you guys like. I wasn't checking the chat, but I can see right there. Yes, Paul, you were asking. Uh, Let me see. Paul, you were asking about, I guess Kahoot and platforms like this are mostly aimed at primary school and higher. We still should use offline stuff teaching kids. Is that correct? Well, it's not a. It doesn't matter. You can play with high school. It's not only primary school. No, that's wrong. Even you, if you want to learn a new language, you can use Kahoot. There are courses for adults. If you want to learn a language, you can use Kahoot just like Duolingo or other platform like that. Is not only um, tailored to um, primary school students. No, that's a good question. So that you can make sure it's for everyone. It's for everyone. You get a screen, you get to play, you can learn with that. So that's great. Let's see. I wanted to share as well with you other stuff, not only Kahoot, of course, um, but let me check out some stuff that I'm using in my class, especially for you if you want to create slides, right? For example, um, let me see where. Okay, okay, share. So here is Gamma. It's called Gamma dot app. And on this app, you can create, you see here on the screen, all the different slides or presentation I've been using. So we're going to create a very quick uh, slide. You just paste your text. What do you want? Maybe uh, phonics for ESL students. And then we're going to go with the long A sound. We're going to try only writing this. Um, we're going to see how it works. So here you get presentation. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to create a presentation. You can create a web page or whatever else. And then it's going to ask you, you get text content. So, how you want your content to be uh, generated, condensed, or preserved. So, if you give, you might be giving much more information that I just gave, right? You might be giving more guidelines, and you want it to be to condensed or to be shorter, or you know. So here, the amount of text per card, medium, or we're going to use brief. That would be faster, right? For English as a second language learners. He already knows that because I've been using it. So the tone, educational, clear, and concise, right? Concise. So then the rest, you don't have to care much. It's just, then you go continue. Then it's going to ask you the theme, how it looks like, the colors, pretty much. We can pick whatever the color you want, right? Here is another nice one. We can pick this color. Let's pick that one. Okay. And then here we go. Generate. So it's going to start to generate. Here we go. You see the speed. That's quite incredible. Right. So here, let me see if it's done. I was playing around again. So here, when you go mastering the long A sound in English, essential phonics for ESL learners. So you get the long A sound basics definition. Pronounce like the letter name A. Common, common spelling, you get A space E, A, I, A, Y, E, I, and E, Y. Mouth position. It's funny. I never tried phonics with that, but I'm not sure is that this position. So yeah, you got to be careful with AI because it can make mistakes. So always review your stuff. You don't want to teach kids something wrong. AI pattern words. So you got one syllable, two syllable exceptions. You got AI and AY patterns, which is make the long A sound. Looks nice, huh? The picture they've been uh, choosing the right one, right? So you see here, you have a presentation ready. If you get an emergency, you get your presentation ready in no time. Then, what you can do when you go to share right here, you can share with a link and send it to someone so you can even help your friends who's in a hurry, or you can export it into exporting PDF, PowerPoint, or even pictures, PNG, right? Or you can you can em- embed it into your website. So that's really awesome. A really cool tool for teachers to use. It's called Gamma dot app. I'm gonna. I think I can't write. I'm gonna write it on YouTube right there. Uh, Gamma dot app dot app. So you can go and check that website. Really, really awesome. There's another one that you can use if you like to make, stories for your kids. Um, so here I'm going to show you what I've been created. Here you can choose the different the video settings. So it's quite easy. You have different voiceover. You can choose that one,
Making influence accessible to everyone.
right? Or you can use, of course, for kids, it would be more of this one,
Making influence accessible to everyone.
right? And then here you get animated cartoon. That's what you can see on the right, how it looks like. And then you can choose different, maybe doesn't need to be only for kids, you understand? You can choose whatever the content you're creating is for everyone, pretty much. Horror video games. Wow. Oh, that looks scary, bro. change that one. Damn. Or you got futuristic science fee, and then you can see it right there. And here we go. And so, like I said, here you can create some cartoons. What we got, let me see, animated cartoon, like I was saying earlier. Uh, you get caricature cartoon. That's a funny one too, huh? I'm gonna try to show you what I did. Yes, I did that blending learning as well. When you can see Mike and Stu right here. What I did as well. That's the little story I created with this that you can find on Kahoot. So maybe we can play that one. Let's see.
How old are you? The green alien asked Tom. I'm 7 years old, answered Tom. And you? How old are you? Asked Lucy.
Well, that's an example, and you can add captions. Okay, I didn't add captions on purpose because I'm using another stuff for captions that look like a little bit better. You know why? Just because I'm going to show you where the captions are. They're right in the middle on the screen. You can see on the right there. You see the captions are on, but some people like it. Well, for kids stories, that could be good, especially if your students are learning English, right? So they can see the different subtitle, right? And you can choose, sorry, the different fonts. You can change your fonts. Can be comic, all right? Can be gamer, all right? Gamer style, a little bit. Milky. What is that? Milky. Oh yeah, milk. No, yeah, milky is cool, huh? Right. So here with this, you just have to put your story right here, uh, and then you'll be able to. It's gonna create your story uh, in a blink of an eye. You might be waiting a little bit longer than a blink of an eye, maybe like 2 3 minutes. It all depends how long is your story, but you just have to paste your story in here and is going to create it with a voiceover that is not yours, right? You don't need to use your voice, don't need to do that. And then what I usually do is that I use this um, even for creating a song, right? And then you can, if you want to create songs, you can use Suno AI. Let me show you. Yes, that's the one. Suno AI, it's very famous for creating music. I've been creating a lot of music with this for my pleasure. I'm someone who likes metal music, rock and roll, baby. I guess you guys know that. Oops. All right. Okay. Maybe connections problem. Yeah. Well, okay. Not a big deal. Um, well, Suno dot com is really cool. Another tool for that I can recommend you again is Magic School. Of course, Magic School is really awesome. You can create lesson plans. You can um, create rubric generator, project based learning. If you go on, you get they have so much stuff in here. They get image generator, yeah, not a big deal. You get presentation as well, generator. But what we're going to be looking at, it's more about lesson plan, what you get as well. Multi-choice quiz assessment, worksheet generator, report card, comments. That's awesome. I've been using it for lesson plan to see what I can add in my class, especially in French class. But you can use it for your English class as well. Magic School, a very nice tool that you can use in your class. And very soon, to finish about today's live, you might remember that was almost a year ago. I've, I'm going to share my screen again with this. I give you a survey that a good 100 plus people answered, which is shape your ideal course, right? Um, it's almost ready. I'm working on it. A lot of you have been asking about this course. Hey, Mike, how's your course doing? It's still on the making. Um, because I wanted to know, you can see all the different questions that I've been asking. How long have you been teaching in ESL involving education? Well, there's not the most important questions, but out of this survey came up that a lot of you are very interesting into this tools, tech tools, using digital tools in the classroom, what we call blended learning. It start to be more and more important with AI and all that stuff. I'm working on it, and I found lots of stuff on it. And yes, so the survey is still on. Unfortunately, I can't sending you the link into the chat because my chat has a little issue. I cannot, you see, I can't go on the chat, but it's not a big deal. It doesn't matter. And I'm trying to, the course is on the making. It's pretty much very soon now. I'm doing videos. I wanted to share with you one video about this course, which is going to be called Global ESL Innovations. So, what is all the new stuff to, update a little bit of your skill? If you are new teachers, you just started, you is going to help you, even if you are a teacher who has a lot of experience. You can still go and check out this course. And here is a little introduction. It's really peaceful. It's not like, oh yeah, welcome, well, Mike's home. No, 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 take it easy. It's a course atmosphere. I'm going to show you uh, a very short video about it. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. You're about to explore some of the most exciting ways to teach English, ways that really connect with today's students. In this course, we'll show you simple, innovative techniques that make learning more engaging and fun for everyone. Whether you're a new teacher or have years of experience, you'll find fresh ideas that you can start using right away. So let's jump in and see how we can make a real difference together. Let's face it, traditional methods alone don't cut it anymore. Students need active, engaging learning experiences. That's where this course comes in. You'll learn the secrets of leveraging technology using project-based learning and incorporating gamification. Here's what's waiting for you in each module. 1. Introduction to innovative teaching methods. 2. Using technology in ESL teaching. 3. Project-based learning. 4. Gamification. 5. Authentic materials.
This isn't just theory, it's real, practical stuff you can use right away. By the end, you'll have a toolkit of strategies that help your students grow and keep you inspired as a teacher. So let's get started. Ready to transform your ESL teaching? Let's dive into Unit 1 or Module 1.
So that's global innovations, global ESL innovations, English as a second language. That's Michael ESL right here, right now, the ESL live stream. Thank you for being here tonight. And it's going to be it for today. Feel free to go on the description. I leave you the links if you want to come back. And a lot of people have been asking me, hey, Mike, when the live is over, a lot of people feel like when the live is over, you can't find it. But I'm going to show you that what you can do if you want to. Maybe if you didn't see that live on the ESL live stream, you can't find it, then you can go. I think you're trying to show, but well, doesn't matter. Um, you go onto my YouTube page, and then you go to uh, live, and you will see the last live, and then you can go on, watch it again, and it's always here. Lives are usually here forever. They're not changing like that. I'm not deleting them. It's still there. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. Uh, Hopefully next week, uh, Stu might be there. Not sure. We'll see that. Hope he's hope he's going to have a speedy recovery. And thanks again for all of you for joining. It's tough when you are alone, doing lives. I used to do that a lot, but when you're two or three, it's a little bit easier. But thank you so much for joining today. Feel free to leave your questions. Um, I can see that Sarvanos was asking, yes, can I paste different dialogues? Yes, you can. Thank you so much for your compliment. I think you are one of the perfect teachers in the world. Not perfect, far from being here. There's no perfect teacher in this world. Just trying to, you know, not to not to give the best education, but the right education for your students. So personalizing your teaching is very important. Um, I think we should have one more time Michael B. Horn on the live. It was really awesome to have him with us. Was too short as usual, but really we've learned a lot. I feel that it's never enough. I'd love to learn even more, and that's all the purpose of the ESL live stream, the live stream to help you with your English class. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. See you in another live every Sunday, 9 p.m. Beijing time. The ESL live stream, the teacher's live stream. See you guys.